Hello and welcome to Daily Reflection with Aneel Aranha. Today is the 11th of July 2018 and we're going to reflect on Matthew chapter 10 verses 1 to 7. Listen. Then Jesus summoned his 12 disciples and gave them authority over unclean spirits to cast them out and to cure every disease and every sickness. These are the names of the 12 apostles. First, Simon, also known as Peter, and his brother Andrew, James, son of Zebedee, and his brother John, Philip and Bartholomew, Thomas and Matthew the tax collector, James, son of Alphaeus and Thaddeus, Simon the Canaanian, and Judas Iscariot, the one who betrayed him. These 12 Jesus sent out with the following instructions. Go nowhere among the Gentiles and enter no town of the Samaritans, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. As you go, proclaim the good news. The kingdom of heaven has come near, the gospel of the Lord. You may have heard this saying, God does not choose the qualified, but qualifies the chosen. And we can see the truth of this in the 12 men that Jesus chose to be his apostles. For the most part, they were simple, possibly even illiterate people. Judas was probably the only one qualified among them. Yet, these men set events into motion that changed the entire world forever. How did they do this? Because Jesus qualified them to do so. And how did he do this? He first called them. He called them. These weren't job seekers. They didn't hunt down Jesus for the post of apostle. Jesus called them, then he taught them. They had their apprenticeship under him. Now he was sending them out with the authority to cast out unclean spirits and to heal every disease and sickness. I can't even begin to imagine how they felt. Nervous, excited, apprehensive, perhaps even afraid. Jesus also gave them instructions, telling them to stick to the Jews and to leave the Gentiles alone. They were to proclaim the news that the kingdom of heaven was near. There were additional instructions, but as we will be looking at that tomorrow, we'll stick to what's in today's reading, and especially how this is relevant to us. Jesus is calling people today as well, but are we listening? Yesterday I had mentioned that I'd gone to Burma on mission. When I was there, I met two wonderful young priests from France. They belonged to the Society of Foreign Missions of Paris, an organization of priests and lay persons dedicated to missionary work in foreign lands. These two men were sent to Burma, where they would spend the rest of their lives. This was their first year in the country, and they were learning the language so that they could communicate with the local people. This was the way the church operated in its early days, except then they sent out people by the thousands, not in twos and threes. But there is a new revival taking place in the church today, and it will be greater than anything ever seen before in the history of humankind. There will be people going out again in the power and authority of the apostles of old. The question for you now, brothers, sisters, are you ready? God bless you.